Please welcome Mwezi Badru Mugerwa, a Ugandan wildlife biologist and conservationist.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. But I'll start with the first quick question. Who knows? Oh yeah, there we go. Who knows the animal in this picture? Anyone? Oh, you cheated. Not so many people know this animal. Myself, I got to learn about this animal in 2010 when I was starting my career in wildlife conservation research in Uganda. The animal, rightly, is the African golden cat, Caracal orata, is a scientific or the Latin name, or Mbaki in my native mother tongue, Luganda. Scientists before me have described this animal as Africa's least known, least studied wildcat species. A wildcat species that of the size of your domestic house cat comes in three different colors, or color morphs, as scientists call them: golden brown, melanistic, and gray. Now, the African golden cat occurs only in Africa, in the equatorial forest of Africa, an area half the size of the US. But this part of Africa is infested with hunter-killer traps that catch and kill anything that steps in them. Think of them as warfare wildlife landmines. So why should you and I care? We should, because if this extremely destructive hunting continues at this rate, there will not be African golden cats in the near future. And that's why I've dedicated 14 years of my career life to research and conserve this species, not only in my home country, Uganda, but in 19 other countries across the continent. My journey with the African golden cat started again back in 2010 when I was a young man, fresh from the university. No gray hair, as you see in the face today. and then came this black and white image of a wildcat caught on a wildlife camera. None of my field assistants knew what the animal is, despite of decades of field experience. But hunters knew the animal. And how do they know the animal? Because they caught the animal in their traps all the time. I quickly realized the urgency to start a research program to understand the biology of the species. And more importantly, I realized the urgency to start community-led conservation initiatives that directly address the key drivers of hunting. The first activity inspires dialogue about hunting and its dangers on wildlife. The second activity is pig farming, which provides an alternative to bushmeat for source of meat and family income. The third activity is a savings and credit cooperative activity that diversifies family income. And my favorite on the screen is a Smile for Conservation program that provides free oral and dental health care and treatment to local families in exchange for their support for wildlife conservation. My humble appeal to you all today is that we start paying attention to the small-bodied, little-known, little-studied wildlife as the African golden cat. And with that, I wish you the best for the rest of the festival, and I thank you for listening.